topic. Next topic. March Madness. How many brackets are blown up at this point in time right now? It's only been 3-4 days. How many brackets are busted up right now? Mine's is, yes. There's been some interesting games. Our first 1-16 team has finally, 1-16, I'm sorry. Our first one of those have ever happened. So, the University of Maryland out of Baltimore County had finally beat a 1 seed as a 16 seed. And when we say beat, most people think of it as a close game maybe, or it was, fluke, something crazy happened. No. Not this game. Okay. The 16 seed came in and dog-walked Virginia. I say it again. They dog-walked Virginia. Period. It was a 20-point game by the end of this mug. It was at one point I felt like University of Maryland out of Baltimore College could not miss. It's not that they were on fire. It was just they were outplaying Virginia. Virginia took them lightly, and University of Maryland punched them in the mouth, literally. When you lose by 20 points, you weren't even in the game. You can say you weren't even in the game. At some points, you weren't even in it. You can see sometimes they'd be really close, like they go in overtime, they'd be close games. No, this was a literal blowout. No excuses, no nothing. I don't want to hear anything from Virginia fans. People trying to hate on University of Maryland saying, well, they got beat by Albany by 50. I don't care about none of that. The reason why I don't care about none of that because that happened in the regular season. We're talking about tournament time. Everybody's record is 0-0 at that point because one loss and you're out. So at the end of the day, they was 0-0. Virginia was 0-0. We going off of previous records and whatnot to get them seated correctly per se in the tournament. But when you come out and get beat by 20, I don't care about if they got beat by 50 by Albany. I don't care if they got beat by 50 by New Mexico. I don't care. It's over with at this point. They just beat the number 1 seed. Actually, the outright number 1 in the whole entire country. They were number 1 in the entire country. You got 4 number 1s in the whole tournament, but they were the outright number 1. Coaches poll number 1. AP poll number 1. By 20. Now, some people say, well, if they played a series game, they played them 4 times in a row, or 5 times in a row, or whatever, this University of Maryland would get beat all 5 times. I doubt that. Not winning by 20. Sorry. I watched the game. It was not pretty to look at all. You looking at the ticker like, is that right? Is that really right? They down by that much? They'll come back. So then you flick to the game. Oh, no. They not coming back the way this team playing them. There's no way. So, it's been some interesting games, a lot of upsets. March Madness is always interesting. Watching this, Loyola, the other Cinderella team, just kind of come on and just hit 2 really, you could say buzzer beater shots to beat 2 great teams. Arizona getting dog walked too as well. And Arizona got a real bad stick for it. Virginia should have got the same treatment as Arizona got, but since the whole money things came up, you know how that is. But there's a lot of great games, a lot of interesting games, a lot of, like I said, buzzer beaters. It's been an interesting tournament so far. I never would have thought that Loyola would have won, out of Chicago would have won, or even the first ever, 16 seed to beat a 1 seed. I never would have thought it would have happened, but it did. So it's been cool. It's been an interesting one as well, to say the least. I'm happy that a lot of the teams, there is 0 perfect brackets right now. So whoever think that they have a perfect bracket, you're lying, because there is no more perfect brackets. 0, none. Because if somebody either missed that 16-1, or they missed something else along the way. But it was another one of those years like, I'm really starting to wonder why I fill out a bracket every year. Just because it's like, what's the odds of me even getting this right? Like, It's like 1 in like 88 billions of a chance of me getting this physically right down to every T, every number, every team, and everything. Like, it's logically not possible. Like, you can get close, you might miss one the whole tournament. Like, you're going to miss something. Like, it's hard. Even in the women's side, it's hard. It's hard enough in the men's, but and to switch into the women's the segment into the women's bracket as well. Like, you wouldn't think, okay, you got a few upsets here and there, which is to be expected in basketball. It happens. 5-12 matchups. It always seems to happen in both men's and women's. But the one thing I want to bring to light is UConn is just UConn is just UConn.
Oh, oh, it is you. You still here watching? Watching the show is over. But you know what? Do something for me. While I got you here, like it up. Yeah. Yeah. Scratch it. Don't even like it. Love it up. Did you do it? Yeah. While I'm here, while I'm thinking about it, share it up. We're trying to get this thing going. We're trying to get people knowing about it. So you like it, love it, and share it. Yeah, like that. One more time. Like, love, and share. Yeah, I like that.